Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead. So I am doing a collab with Natasha over at Budget Preppers. It's hashtag Make It Last 24. And it's where you learn to preserve your different foods in different ways and whatever. And all of you know one of my favorite ways to do that is either freezing or canning. So I'm going to can some ugly chicken today. So I took quite a bit out. As you know, I have been doing a freezer clean out, so I thought, why not can up some chicken, because I found up a whole bunch of boneless chicken. So let's bring you down here, show you what I'm going to do. So now I did wash all of my chicken, and it's still partially frozen, which actually makes it a lot easier to cut. So, but don't, when you put your water in your canner, do not turn it on, because this is cold packing and there will be no heat to it whatsoever. So you're just going to cut these up into whatever. I've seen people like leave big strips in there. I like mine in little chunks. I'm not going to use my funnel either, because I think it's just easier to get it into the can with your hands. Yes, I know. I like to play with my food, but it is in fact just easier. Let me move you here just that way a little bit. There we go. And like I say, if you want to leave them in strips like that, you can. Now the ugly chicken that I had done before, honestly I hadn't used it. You want to leave a inch head space, and push it down as far as you can push it down in, because you want a nice full jar. I had never used it until we had done that 1 week where I did, canned meat. And now that I've used it, I'm not going to lie, you guys, it's really good. I'm not going to put I shouldn't say that. I'm going to do 2 jars. My daughter-in-law and I were talking about it. And, you can use this for tacos as well. So I might use 2 jars just to maybe try it, like a taco version of it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might just do just the ugly chicken, and then you can season it later. I might have taken out too much chicken too. Well, we'll see. But see how that kind of just like, there's extra in there? You're going to want to push that down as far as you can go with it. Because you basically, when you take it up to the inch head space, that's about a pound of chicken. There's a few other canning videos I want to do of things that I just need to get stocked up on as well. So I don't know if I'm going to do it for the collab or just get to canning. Because I've got quite a few things I need to stock back up. I think back now, and, before I started canning, like, what did I do for all that food? You know what I mean? That I canned. Like now. And it just really blows my mind how much after you start canning, how much of your own home canned foods you really do use. Because, A, they're quick to grab and you've got them in stock, but they just taste better. You know what I mean? Like, I have tons of canned chicken downstairs. But mine, now that I've tasted it, I can tell you it tastes far better than any of the chicken that I bought from the store. And I know what's in it. I mean, we may not know totally what's in our chicken, like that we're getting from the store, but I'm sure they've got stuff in there too. But as far as how it's canned, I'm not putting water in here. It's going to be its own juices. Look at that. And I've got quite a bit left, so maybe. I think you'll like the other stuff I'm going to can up too, but. So, the ugly chicken. Somebody actually called it alien chicken, so I like that even better. I know you can hear the noise that you're trying to push as much chicken in there as you possibly can. Just make sure you don't go over the inch head space. I might just have enough for 9. My canner I can do if I do the single and I don't get my big 23 quart out. I can do 9 pints or 7 quarts. So what can we do with the ugly chicken? Well, we can make it casseroles out of it. We can make tacos. We can make chicken salad, which I'm telling you is amazing. And you can put it into your spaghetti if you choose to do a chicken spaghetti. You can use it in pasta. You can use it, I mean, just all kinds of things. Anything that you would put chicken into that you have to cut up. And it comes out really, really, really tender. So, you know, you're not going to have like, it's not going to be hard to bite into, nothing like that. Here, let me wipe my hands for just 1 minute. This chicken will be so tender that you'll be like, you can flake it really, really easy. So if you want to make it for sandwiches or anything like that, it is so easy to use. I've used it a couple times now, and you guys, the flavor is just so awesome because when you're cold packing this, and my jars are nice and cold, all of that juice, all of that from the chicken, the broth, stays in the chicken. And so when you can actually use it to like thicken it up for a gravy or whatever you want to do. So it has multi-purpose. Or if you just want to flavor something. That chicken flavoring is amazing. And I don't know why I hadn't used it before. I'll be right back. Let me finish up these last few jars. Believe it or not, you guys, I didn't even have a small chunk left. I took out just exactly enough, and I was like, well, maybe I'll make chicken sandwiches or something, but there wasn't, not a piece left. So I did good. I took out a great big colander full, so it worked out perfect. Now, when I do my canning videos, I know that there's a lot of you seasoned canners, but there's also people that are not. So each time that I do a canning video, I am going to show the loading and tell you about the steaming and how long and all that stuff, because there are a lot of people that have never canned or that are starting to can, so I want to make sure that we catch those too. So for those seasoned people, I'm sorry I keep doing it. All right. So normally I now only use water to clean my rims, but because it's meat, I still like to go back to using vinegar, because it's got so much fat in it, and I really, really want to make sure that I get everything off of that. So now when you clean your rims of your jar, when you go through and you're going slow around there, if you feel any chips, make sure you take that out, because if you don't, it will not seal. And so you will have wasted that meat, the energy, everything that it took to do it, because it will not seal with a chip. So not only are you cleaning your rims, but you're also, checking for any damages, anything like that. I do have a cute little thing that I keep my vinegar in, but I didn't get it out this morning. Sorry, guys. So you'll see me dipping in, and then it'll go to waste. I like to move my rag around. I see some people that just don't move any spaces at all with it, and that's fine, however you do it. Make sure your rims are clean. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So now you don't need to soak them in water. But I have been lately just because I want to. And then you put all your lids on. I think I just like more dishes to do. That's what I think. So with this May It Last, I can't wait to see the videos. We're not sure if there's going to be a drawing yet or not. If there is, she'll let us know towards the end of the month. But honestly, you guys, go look at the playlist and stuff below, because I know there's a lot of really good people on there. And honestly, it's always nice to know how to preserve your food. Whether it's canning, dehydrating, freeze drying, whatever it happens to be. Because, you know, you can, preservation means freezers too, you know. So I'm putting the lids on, the rings on every one of these. Only do it just to finger tight. Don't go, because I guarantee you they'll go just like this when they go to can. Ask me how I know that. You live and learn, like I said the other day. You live and learn. Now I'm putting mine in. I have just a regular, I think this is a 16 quart. I got it, this is the very first canner I got. It's a Miro. And I got it at Little Dusty's. And honestly, I've got my 23 quart. I've got one that I haven't figured out how to use too, that I got last Christmas. But honestly, I spent more to get a new ring for her than I paid for her. And I love her. Because, as you guys know, my mobility is not that great. So I can maneuver her around. And I can actually fill her and everything else by myself. And I can carry her by myself without killing me. And so it gives me that sense of independence. So I like that canner the most. Now, if I was going to do 18 cans of this today, I would have used my 23 quart, because you can stack them on top of each other. So I'm going to get them all put in. I'm going to bring it up to where she starts steaming. Once it steams for 10 minutes, then I'm going to put my jiggler on it. And then on meat, all meat and beans, 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts. So it would be an hour and 15 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes. But make sure you let it steam first. So I will be back when these are done and we're taking them out of the canner. So there we go. 9 beautiful jars of ugly chicken. And see, they're still boiling. I love to watch them still boil when they come out. But see all the broth that each one has made? And like the one in back isn't quite covered up, but that's okay. But look at adding no liquid whatsoever. That's all straight from the chicken. So give her link a look below. Check out the other videos that are in the collab and see what you think. You guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing.